All right, so we've got Premier League showdown coming up.
hmm
Liverpool versus Manchester City on December 1st.
Yeah, a real clash of the Titans.
And we're going to deep dive into this match using a preview that we found from Tips Moto.
Of course, all the best insights come from Tips Motor.
Exactly. So we can give you all the information you need to really appreciate everything that's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's jump into it. I mean, what's the big story here that your analysis has uncovered?
Well, I think one of the first things that jumps out is Liverpool's home record against City.
Okay.
City have only won once at Anfield in the Premier League since 2003.
Wow, that's a long time.
It is.
Yeah, Anfield's known to be a tough place to play.
Yeah,
The crowd's always really into it.
it's a fortress.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder how City are going to handle that kind of atmosphere, right?
Right.
But going beyond the psychological side of things, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the tactical things that we should be looking for?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, one thing that really stands out to us is Liverpool's threat on the counterattack.
Okay.
They're leading the league in shots from fast breaks.
Interesting.
But what's interesting is they're not just blindly launching forward every time.
Right.
Our analysis has shown that they're most dangerous when they win the ball back in a specific area just outside their own box.
Oh, so it's almost like
Almost like they're luring their opponents into a trap.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not just about speed, then it's about this calculated approach.
It's very calculated. It's very patient.
Makes you wonder if City's defense is going to be able to deal with that.
Yeah. Can they plug those gaps?
Right, exactly. So that's one thing to watch out for. But what about going the other way? How do we see City breaking down Liverpool's defense?
Well, our analysis suggests that City's right flank is going to be key.
Okay.
We've noticed some recent errors from Liverpool's left side.
Hmm.
And they've been left a little bit vulnerable to pacey wingers,
Right.
which of course City have in abundance.
Yeah, they've got a lot of those guys. So you're talking about very specific matchups to watch out for then.
Absolutely. These individual battles could really swing the momentum of the game.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay. So that's something else to keep an eye on. And what about the way these teams are taking their chances?
Well, we've seen City concede higher quality chances than usual lately.
Okay.
And Liverpool are incredibly efficient at creating and converting those chances.
So are you saying we could be in for a goal fest here?
It's definitely on the cards.
Wow. Okay.
Now, individual brilliance can always be a factor as well.
Right.
We're looking at Ruben Dias potentially being back for City.
Okay.
And that could really bolster their defense.
Yeah, he's a big presence at the back for sure.
Huge.
And of course, you can't talk about Liverpool without mentioning Mo Salah.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he's been in top form lately, leading the league in combined goals and assists.
It's frightening.
If he has a good game,
Yeah.
City's defense could be in for a very long day.
They could be chasing shadows all day. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we've got all these individual battles, and then, of course, there's one more element that could tip the scales.
Yeah.
I mean, are we talking about the Anfield factor here?
Yeah. Anfield is more than just a stadium. It's an experience, you know?
For sure.
That crowd can be absolutely electric,
Oh, yeah.
generating an energy that just lifts Liverpool and puts so much pressure on the opposition.
Yeah. I mean, it really is like having a 12th player on the pitch.
Absolutely.
You hear stories all the time of even seasoned pros just getting rattled by the noise and the passion.
They can't cope.
Yeah.
And that psychological impact can be a real game changer.
Yeah. Particularly in a match that looks as close as this one.
Yeah, it could be huge.
So what you're saying is we should be ready for a real nail-biter here.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we've got these tactical battles, explosive attacks, individual brilliance, a roaring crowd.
It's going to be amazing.
What more could you ask for?
And that's not even mentioning our specific predictions and betting tips yet. We'll get into those after the break.
That sounds good. Before we do that, though, just a quick reminder to our listeners that all of this expert analysis is brought to you by Tips Moto.
That's right.
We're your go-to source for everything football, from insightful previews like this to data-driven betting tips.
Yeah.
So stick with us, and we'll make sure that you are well-equipped to enjoy this epic clash between Liverpool and Manchester City.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with more.
Sounds good. Okay, so let's get down to it.
Yeah.
What is Tips Moto's prediction for this match?
Well, our supercomputer's been working overtime,
Yeah.
analyzing all the data,
All the stats?
historical results,
Mhm.
psychological factors, everything.
Everything.
And it's pointing towards a high-scoring game.
Okay.
We think both teams are going to find the back of the net.
Right.
So a thrilling draw is a real possibility here.
That wouldn't be a surprise, would it?
No, not at all.
Given all that attacking talent.
Yeah, for sure. But what about the betting markets?
Well, we like the look of both teams to score.
Oh,
I mean, given those attacking strengths and the defensive vulnerabilities we've talked about,
right.
goals at both ends seem pretty likely.
So this isn't going to be one of those like KG 1-0
No,
games.
no, I think we're in for some fireworks.
Okay, some fireworks. All right, so if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous,
Yeah.
maybe look at the over on total goals.
Oh, the over could be a good shout here.
All right, so high-scoring game,
Hmm.
both teams to score, definitely sounds like a match you don't want to miss.
Absolutely.
But, of course, these are just insights,
Yeah.
not guarantees.
Yeah, betting always involves risk.
Of course.
So,
Yeah.
Bet responsibly, folks.
Yeah. Do your research, consider all the angles,
Mm.
and never bet more than you can afford to lose.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
All right, so before we let you go,
Yeah.
we got to make sure that you know how to stay connected with us at Tips Moto,
Yeah, come join the community.
right? For all the latest updates,
Yeah.
analysis and those all-important winning tips.
The winning tips. Yeah.
So if you're passionate about football,
Yeah.
you want to take your game to the next level.
Yeah, you need to be a part of the Tips Moto family.
Absolutely. And the best way to do that is through our social media channels.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
We're everywhere. So let's start with Twitter.
Okay.
You can follow us at Tips Moto for live match updates. Expert opinions, real-time discussions during the game.
It's the place to be.
It's the best way to stay in the loop, connect with other fans.
Absolutely.
All right, Facebook, we've got a page there. Tips Moto as well.
Of course.
Like the page, connect with other football enthusiasts, get involved in the debates, the discussions.
Always lively.
Always lively, yeah,
And we're always posting engaging content,
for sure.
sharing insights from our expert team.
Okay, now if you're more of a visual person,
All right.
we're on Instagram,
Yeah.
Tips Moto.
Give us a follow.
Give us a follow. Behind-the-scenes content, exclusive, offers stunning football photography. Beautiful stuff. And then if you really want to go deep,
Yeah.
we've got our YouTube channel, Tips Moto on YouTube.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. In-depth match previews,
Hmm.
tactical breakdowns, betting tutorials, even some fun challenges.
Yeah, we like to have a laugh.
We like to have fun. So there you have it, whether you're a seasoned bettor or just starting out. Tips Moto has everything you need to elevate your football experience.
Absolutely. We're your one-stop shop
Your one-stop shop.
for all things football.
And we can't wait to have you join the community.
Yeah, come and join us.
So what are you waiting for? Head over to our social media channels, get involved, and let's make this game one to remember.
Liverpool versus Man City, a real clash of the Titans.
Absolutely.
Ugh.
All right, we'll be back after this to wrap things up with a final thought.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we've talked about the tactics,
Right.
the key players, even what our supercomputer thinks is going to happen.
Yeah, but there's something we often forget.
What's that?
The human element. We get so caught up in the data and the predictions,
Yeah.
we forget these players aren't robots.
Right.
They're driven by passion, ambition, the desire to win.
That's a great point, and that's what makes this match so compelling.
Exactly.
Two incredibly talented teams, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. But ultimately, it comes down to who wants it more,
Yeah.
who can dig deeper.
Who's got that extra gear?
Exactly.
That's what you can't always predict with data.
Right. It's that unpredictable element.
The human spirit.
Yeah, that keeps us on the edge of our seats.
Exactly.
So as you're watching this game, remember, you're not just watching a tactical battle. You're watching a display of raw human determination.
It's a reminder that anything is possible.
Yeah.
That's what makes it such a beautiful game.
So let's embrace the excitement.
Yeah.
Savor the anticipation. Prepare ourselves for a truly unforgettable spectacle.
I can't wait.
And don't forget, join us on social media throughout the match.
Yes.
Live updates.
Expat analysis.
All the banter you can handle.
We'll be there with you.
Riding the wave of emotions. Celebrating the magic of football.
Find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Anywhere you can think of.
Just search for Tips Moto.
Easy.
We can't wait to connect with you.
Absolutely. All right, until then, smart bet with Tips Moto.
That's right.
And let's make this Liverpool versus Manchester City match one for the history books.
A clash of the Titans?